Welcome back. We're back on the power line. We're going to start from the top side by the trailer, and we're going down and across. There's a lot of water that's running through this thing, so I don't know if we're going to get swamped or not. We're going to find out real quick, though. We'll have plenty of trees to pack our path, so hopefully this will work out. Let's take a look. I'll turn you around. So here's the road that we started our path to get down there. Cut in quite a bit. I need to open it up this way, right there where the camera's at, and get that so the road can come down the side slope. So I gotta push them trees, so I'm gonna do that right now. Good morning. We're back on, well, I lied. We're not back on this because we are now flooded. Yeah, this is where the power is supposed to go through. We may just end up with a full solar system after all. If I can't get this figured out. Yeah. I pushed a bunch of dirt down here. All that dirt that I've pushed down from the hill here. A lot more still needs to come off. But I need to come from that direction over there. That direction. That way we can get a road going down here. That's going to be a driveway as well later. And to get to some more of these sites, back over there is a little bit of a high area. But now I've got to figure out how to get pretty much, I got to cut all this up. That way I can get the excavator over there and go around my mush. And then probably go upstream and try to push the water one direction or the other direction. I need to bring it all down to one spot. There's a kind of a high pitch going up there about where those logs are down right in front of us. Right there. That, we got two streams on this side, and then I think there's one on the other side, or two. Little tiny things where this was. But that's what I need to take care of. That way I can stop the water flow and push it the way I want it to go, which is right here on this side. If it'll work, I don't know. I gotta get my laser out. So this is gonna be postponed for a little bit unless I can get across on the other side and attack it the other way. As you can see, we've disrupted the flow. Still coming from this middle one though. That's good. But nothing from that other upstream over there. And here's the main creek, the one I thought would flow a lot more, which we have to cross on this other side yet to get the other side of the power. But this one's flowing pretty good, not too terribly bad at all. And it goes all the way up to where we were. All right, we are on the backside of where the shop is gonna go right now. And this is gonna be, well, you see all these trees I've had to clear. This is the path that we are on for the new power line to come through. My power boxes are gonna be back, and pole and all that are gonna be back over here somewhere. And my power line for the house is gonna go through right here-ish. I haven't figured that out yet. And then the shop obviously is gonna be right back over here in this general area. So I've got more to go over here. Hi, we are now walking up to the creek crossing that we're gonna have to do over here. This is gonna be, I don't know, I haven't decided yet. I've got to get some culvert or something. It's a big one. And then we are going straight that direction. You can see the trailer in the background over there. Right in the center of the frame. But I've got to take down some pretty big trees. So I can't cross very easily, so I gotta get some dirt down here. I gotta put a culvert in. That way I can push dig and get these big ones out of the way. That's how tall they are. These are a good 60 footers at least. Quite a few. I gotta have 30 foot. 30 foot. Which means I'm gonna lose this guy too. And then the power will connect back over there, or there'll be a pole probably right in here somewhere. And then it goes that direction. Okay, we're walking up from the from back behind the house. Our power line right there. Shop area over there. And piles of trees, which one day we'll have to do something with. All right, here you go. Here's your view. All righty, here we go. That's the back of the house right there. That's gonna be the backyard. So, got this all cleared up. It's about a quarter of an acre, roughly. Short of all the space that these are taking up currently, which there's gonna be a road back here. It goes up to the top of the property. This is awesome. That's what we got. This is what we got. A lot of trees. Think of all of these, if I take them down, it's gonna give me a pile of this. So I've got to start processing them so I can reduce the size, because this is a good, I'm about 10 foot up right now, and the pile still goes higher. So there's a lot. One of the base things about building on raw land with this many trees is, what the heck are you gonna do with the trees? What are you gonna do with them? I mean, I've got piles everywhere here, and I don't know what to do. I'm getting lost with what I need to do. Yes, I'm gonna build log cabins and mill those out, and make some lumber, but I could mill all my lumber for the house, and that's probably what we're gonna end up doing over the course of the next 2 years or so, is just start milling up all the lumber and drying it so we have plenty of building materials when we actually build our house up here. There she is. That's the house, ladies and gentlemen. Back of the house. That's where the septic field goes to. The shitty part of it. All right. So being that we're on a little bit of a hill here, we need to do some swales to alleviate the amount of water that's coming down this. So the plan is to get further uphill into some of these locations where we're gonna have some issues later on with, like, these tracks. This is where was an old logging path. You can see how deep these are. I don't know, 10, 12, 14, 18, 20 inches deep up through here, where they logged 30 years ago, 40 years ago, whatever it was. And there's quite a few of them over here. This whole mountainside's kind of strewn with them. But some of them are bigger than others. So, need to finish and clean up that. Looking at where we're at, we're right next to the house. We don't have no big trees swaying over the edge right here no more. They're gone. I have a couple over here. These two. I'm gonna come and get those. Push those down over there. Get them out of the way. And ones behind me, same thing, those are gone. I have a few more to clean up. Not too terribly many. And then we're doing good with keeping it dry back here. One day we'll end up doing something with this edge right here this drop off. It's kind of steep, but until later, I still have to excavate some of this out because my septic line is going to go right here. And pretty sure this tree right here, that one's going bye-bye as well. That's unless I take my septic line right behind it, which I don't know. I'll have to figure that one out. Haven't planned that far ahead yet. Still working it through my mind. But remember, if you can think it, you can dream it, you can build it. Thanks, everybody. Make sure and hit that like and subscribe button and share with your friends. You can watch our muddy adventures as they continue to grow on the wild and free. I hear some noises that are familiar but unfamiliar. It looks like we are getting our water line put in. Either that or the county's closing down and putting a road in. They're at work. We're getting a water line. Woot woot. Exciting. We're gonna have water here. I can flush my toilet without a bucket. We're hauling water in. Hooray, hooray. Yeah, hopefully they'll bring some new fiber out here. Right. I want some Spectrum that's cheap or even less. Right,
I know that's what we got at my house.
I've got Spectrum. Well, I had Spectrum at the last two houses. Can't find. All right, excited. I can take a shower in the trailer. No more sponge baths. A little too much information for y'all, but that's the reality of not having, you know, stable water supply. Granted, probably could go down to the stream and get a pump and just dig a pit and do that, honestly. It's probably better for you too. Probably do that for the chickens, the animals, and I'll pump that water for them. I have a pump actually, oil pump. I'm gonna start getting that set up once we get the animals out here, especially that way they can be on an automatic system. I won't even have to water them all the time. I got plenty of water pipe. All right, back to business. Well, what can I say? I mean, isn't it a beauty? Talking about the excavator. So here is the manufactured home. It's waiting to be joined together, waiting on some work. So I needed to get the septic system cleared out here, or at least the leach field, and into this backyard area, we're going to call it for now. Got a lot more to clear that way, but we've got all of these trees out of the way that were completely ready to fall on the house. So what I'm going to do is I got a couple more to push over here. I'm going to push those down, and then I've got a little bit more work to do and getting all these big branches and all this big stuff out of the way. I mean, can't have that sticking up in the backyard, right? So there's a lot of that. It's a little wet out here, but I can tell you what, opening this up, this floor to some actual forest floor where you can see that has not a lot of coverings and stuff all over it, has dried this out quite a bit. So I'm happy with that. I've got a couple of drainage ways to cut in here yet that will assist with keeping this drier, being that it's going to be the leach field. for our septic system, and I'm going to get that taken care of with a couple of swales and stuff to direct the water, redirect the water, and I'll have more trees to take down too. So still a lot more work. This is a ongoing saga here. But yeah, we've got the excavator too. Isn't it a beauty? It's amazing. Let me turn you guys around and I want to show you what a 1/4 acre of cleared land actually looks like. So when someone asks you, how much land do you own? Here's an easy way to show them. So from this cut path right here, following the tree line, all the way to the back to those trees over there, this is a 1/4 acre. It's like 0.23, so, you know, a little bit off. But this is a 1/4 acre, and we'll take a walk this direction so you can actually see back the other way. And this 1/4 acre includes all the way up to those trees over there. Oh, I'm sorry, to these trees right in front of us. There's a 1/4 acre. So we actually cleared more than a 1/4 acre. Not much. As we get up to here, see that hill, the incline, if you can see it on the camera, what I got to do. But there is the house. Gives you a little more perspective, a little bit better view. That's a 1/4 acre of land. As we clear more and more and more land, we will start to be able to get some grass growing, get our animal pens a little more situated. Goats just had a baby last night. First one for the Wild and Free Farms. Kind of cool, right? Little baby goat, little kid. This land clearing is done. One for the books. We'll add to that book. This is like chapter 3700. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button down there. Make sure you guys share with your friends. We're going to keep posting, keep sharing our videos and our build out here and all the progress that we make. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, put them down there in the comments section. All right, folks, we want to be over here on this side. Camper's right behind me. See it up there? This is where we want to be. We're trying to get over here. We've got to cross that. So we're building a dam. Got some culvert in here, so I only got to pull out part of the dirt. But we're going to traverse across it now that I've made myself a little bit of a path. So let me get you set up here so you can watch. So there's a view from the excavator. Craw. Oh, look at this water. It'd be cool if there's fish floating in it. See if we can hear it. All right, so as you can see my truck over there. You can see the RV, and it's a pretty straight path. I don't think I need to take those 3 down over there to the left, those ones over there. But I'm pretty sure I got to take all these big ones down right here, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably 6 trees right in here. They need to come down. We are going to be pushing some more trees today. This is an ongoing saga. This is part 2, I guess, of clearing the path. We had some rain. Didn't even show on the gauge. Said there's going to be a 1/4 of an inch or so, but we don't show a whole lot of it. But we're going to push down. There's a lot more of those right there, some biggies. We've got all these behind me right there in the sunlight. We're going to push them down. First, we're going to do the right of way. I got some more trees to clear over there so I can get setting on my power box, because I got to get that permit passed by the state first to get my power, so I can have them from the local power company come out and actually put the poles up and run me my power wire. So I got to get that done first. That'll be stage 1, because we're going to have 2 stages on our power here. We're going to have the RV pad, which is behind me over there, and then we're going to have power come back over this way to the house. There'll be 2 different services. Look at these big trees. There's a bunch of them back there still I can't get. Gonna have to cut them down. I can't push them really, unless I really dig them, and I can't get a good footing. But we're gonna get on that this morning. I've got to fuel up the Kubota, the 57. I haven't decided on a name yet. What kind of name should I name it? I mean, the big truck, which y'all haven't seen yet. I think we'll bring that out, I don't know, as soon as I get it completely fixed and running right. It's gonna be our transport pig. We're gonna call it Stay Puff. And the trailer, I can't remember what I named it. I named it something, but we got this new trailer over here too. But I'm gonna grab the fuel cans and I'm gonna start fueling this thing. We are empty, 3%. Alrighty, we are back. I had to run to town and get some hydraulic fluid. Apparently it was a little low after I busted a few hoses on it, and I didn't put enough back in. Okay, so here we are. That is where the power line's gonna go. I've got to get in there with a chainsaw and do some cleanup because it is way too wet. Let me show you guys right now what I'm talking about. This water is just flowing. So we're supposed to get rain for like 4 days next week, so I'm not gonna try to dam this up. This is just pooling. It's not really on the surface too much, but it's pretty deep in there and it's nasty. So the only way to get across it is to push a bunch of dirt and build me a log bridge. But I just need to clear out maybe 5 or 6 right in here, right over there. I need to clean out some of the area there, a couple of the trees, drop them, and that'll do it for this side. And then I've got a few big ones that need to come down back there. That way we can cross. We can get the power line strung, because it's going to be that much higher over here, which is, I don't know, 20 foot higher. By the time it makes it back over there, we'll have a nice gradual, you know, downflow or whatever you call it. I don't know. But that's what we got going so far. Let's go ahead and get back to work. It's never ending with these trees, never ending. But I'm going to continue to push forward, keep knocking them down, piling them up until I can get time to sit there and play with a burning fire. Oh, now that I think about it, I have a couple more trees to take out on the main road. You see those 2 right over there? Yeah, we're gonna go push those down. That way it's a little bit more of a straight, wide path, because I don't know where they're gonna put the pole up there. So I'm just gonna go ahead and take them down for now. Let's do it. All right, we are out at the main road. I wanted to come over here and see what kind of damage they did putting in the water. Not terribly bad, not bad at all, I suppose. And then I guess I've got AT&T D, whatever AT&T D is. I need to get my internet going, so I'll look into that. So they got the water line in. They've got it. I just need to get the trencher and get going. I cleaned that up straight. I need to get all my fabric that's been destroyed and taken away. So what I'm gonna do is throw this in the bucket. It's not a, the F word bucket, but it's a bucket. Man, people need to quit throwing their trash everywhere. They're so dirty. And it's new trash around here. Get things picked up. Get all this stuff picked up. Make my front yard look nicer. More appealing. Curb appeal. Curb appeal, right? Let me get this stuff in here. And let me show you guys what I came up here for initially. Was to fix the straight path for a power line. All right, so we're at the front of the property. Straight back down there, if you can see it by Starlink. The power line should come in right here at the road edge. So right in here somewhere will be a pole. And then from there, it'll go straight back to the other pole. I might have to take some more trees down. We'll see how that goes. If I have to take more trees down, I'm probably going to take them down on the other side and stretch the road out a little bit and make that happen. The road is very trafficy today. I think I'm going to put some speed humps in. But I should be good because I should be able to put the pole right here and get their 15 foot on each side. But that's up to their decision to tell me because I've done what I want to do. Basically. I can take more trees down if they want me to, that's fine. Whatever it takes at this point. So let's get back to working on a little bit more of this power line. And then hopefully I can call it done. Probably not though.